The year is 1970, and four young men have decided to make music, rock music, together in London, England. Over the course of the next decade, these four young men would go from playing pubs and clubs all over the UK to selling out arenas all over the world. These four rock stars would create songs that fans today still celebrate, who are fans of great music from years past. Their talent is indisputable, and their music lives on. However, family, friends, the band itself, well, nothing lasts forever. So, does Bohemian Rhapsody deliver on the behind-the-scenes story of one of the world's greatest rock bands? Or does another film about musicians bite the dust? Let's talk about it in this review. This story begins as all stories do typically begin, and that is by introducing us to the main characters in this film. One in particular, Freddie Mercury, played by Rami Malek, gets way more development than the rest of the characters in the band, which is a problem that continues all the way through the film. In fact, the biggest problem I had with this film was that I never once could tell precisely what story they wanted to tell about the band. Was this the story of Queen and how it got started and all the way up through the Live Aid concert in 1985? Was this the story of one man, Freddie Mercury, and his talent, his family, his relationships, and his sexual exploits that eventually resulted in him being diagnosed with AIDS? Or was this a movie exploring the behind the scenes on how popular songs like Bohemian Rhapsody and Another One Bites the Dust were created and why they were created? By the time the credits rolled, I can't concretely say that I could tell which one of these stories the movie wanted to tell, which lessened my overall enjoyment of the film. So, is this a film about four men in the band named Queen and their music and the musical impact they had? Or is this about one man's sexual exploits and how he was also part of a band called Queen? I can't honestly say that I can answer that question with 100% certainty, which is unfortunate. I did enjoy all of the actors in this film and their unique personalities and how it all seemed to play together in a very believable way with this band. It didn't matter if they were in the studio recording a new song, it didn't matter if they were on the road touring, or if they were just kind of stopped on the side of a road and they were just talking with each other. The on-screen chemistry between these four young men felt believable, and it felt like they were actually a band who was trying to create rock music. Get into an argument in the studio where things start getting really heated, and all of a sudden one of the band members walks off, starts playing a brand new riff. It sounds super cool, and then everybody gets pumped and they start recording a new song. One of them is continually late to rehearsal, so just start rehearsal without him. He'll pick it up. After several hours and several takes trying to get a guitar solo just right, trying to get it down perfect so it fits the song, maybe throw a joke out there and lighten the mood. That way you can get the best performance possible out of your bandmate. Acknowledging that when you're in the studio, it doesn't matter if you're sober as long as you can get your job done. Are you singing? Are you playing guitar? Are you playing the drums? Nail that track. By the end of the film, I did truly believe that these were musicians. And I'm not sure if they hung out with musicians before or during the recording of this movie, but it genuinely felt like I was watching musicians in a band, in a rock band, on the big screen. Overall, this story shines brightest when it's focused on the four members of Queen. Multiple times throughout this film, they reference that they're a family, and they really carry that theme all the way to finale. The way they deliver the back and forth dialogue, and again, their on-screen chemistry, it just felt genuine and believable. However, again, it being unbalanced in how it felt like a Queen movie versus a Freddie Mercury biopic, that just didn't work for me. And I'm not really sure how in the long run this is going to work for the casual movie fan who isn't already a fan of Queen. Bohemian Rhapsody is playing at your local movie theater right now, and I'm actually not going to recommend a big screen viewing of this film. I did see this in IMAX, and the sound system in there did rock my face off, which was awesome. However, the story did fail to deliver, as I couldn't concretely say what was the main story this movie wanted to tell. In short, I was disappointed in the final product. There were scenes in this movie that did actually work for me. For example, the shots with the band talking about kind of how they're creating songs, why they're creating songs, them on tour. Those moments of the band together really worked for me, but the movie as a whole did not. So, because of that, Bohemian Rhapsody will only be getting one high five from this guy. Bohemian Rhapsody is playing at your local movie theater right now. Maybe check this out once it's available on Redbox or video on demand.